We continue to monitor the breaking news and the search for this child, 4-year-old Furman Fuentes. Dallas police say that Furman was in a car that was stolen in the 2200 block of South Buckner. Now, police have just told us within the last few minutes that the stolen vehicle was found in the 8100 block of Riley Road in Southeast Dallas, but Furman is still missing. Please take a look at your screen. The child is 3 feet tall, 45 pounds, with black curly hair and brown eyes. He was last seen wearing a gray shirt and brown shorts. Tributes tonight are pouring in for an NFL legend. Former Green Bay Packer quarterback Bart Starr is dead at the age of 85. He had been in failing health after 2 strokes and a heart attack since 2014. Starr secured his legacy playing in the now infamous Ice Bowl against the Dallas Cowboys in 1967, where he scored the winning touchdown. On news of his passing, former Cowboys quarterback Troy Aikman tweeted as follows: "Bart Starr was a true gentleman and one of the kindest people I knew. I had elbow surgery following our '95 Super Bowl in Birmingham, and Bart made a visit to the hospital. To this day, I'm not even sure how he knew I was there." A Walmart worker got quite a surprise in the parking lot. The Northeast Police Department posted these pictures on its Facebook page. And yes, that's a rat snake that somehow worked its way into a group of shopping carts. This was at the Walmart in Crossroads, which is in Denton County. The employee saw the snake and, you guessed it, screamed pretty loud. A police officer nearby heard the commotion and called in a company to help relocate that snake. Yikes. As the school year comes to an end, CBS News correspondent Steve Hartman came to North Texas to tell the story of a man making a difference in the community.
You can see why someone might hate being a school bus driver. The early hours, when the weather sours, the abundance of responsibility combined with the absence of eyes in the back of your head.
Y'all have a good day.
Nevertheless, Curtis Jenkins loves delivering these little ones to Lake Highlands Elementary in Dallas, Texas.
Yes.
Emily Grunninger is the principal.
He goes way beyond the outlined responsibilities and duties of a bus driver. I mean, that bus is like a family.
These are my children. These are my community. I love them all.
To establish community,
What's your job, man?
he starts by giving everyone responsibility.
This is one of the police officers.
It's an elaborate flowchart.
She's administrative assistant to the president.
Administrative assistant to
Yeah,
the president.
yeah.
Everyone working together to build a yellow bus utopia.
And we're gonna care about each other, and we're gonna love everybody, right?
I put time, effort, love, care, understanding each and every one of those kids.
Omar.
To show his love and understanding,
Hey, Chief.
Curtis gives presents throughout the year.
You say you like baseball.
Each gift personally selected with that child in mind. He gave this girl a t-shirt
Her first book.
with a picture from a book she made.
I'm hoping this T-shirt inspire her to keep on writing books.
Over the years, he has bought these kids bikes, backpacks, handed out cards on birthdays, and even turkeys at Thanksgiving. He has spent thousands out of his own pocket. And yet, if you ask the kids what they like most about Curtis, the gifts don't even come up.
He really cares about us, is really kind, and he helps anyone in need.
Ethan Engel is a 5th grader.
It means a lot to you.
Yeah.
He says the bus ride is often the best part of his day.
My mom got divorced when I was only 4.
See you tomorrow.
He's the father that I always wanted. In some ways, I wish my dad could have been like that.
We make the mistake sometimes of thinking certain jobs are more important than others.
I know.
But Curtis Jenkins made his job important,
Bye-bye.
and in doing so, even created his own salary.
Bye.
That's the paycheck right there. If I can get that, you can keep the money.
Steve Hartman, on the road in Dallas.
What a testament to anybody, any place can make a difference in a child's life. Wow.
You know, loving your neighbors as yourself, right?
Absolutely.
Angels among us, and he's one of them.
Oh, absolutely. And the fact that he's right here in North Texas, how cool that we have those people right here in our backyard. And to think, the school year, Jeff, is coming to a close. We're here on Memorial Day weekend. Beautiful forecast for our weekend.
I want Curtis to come pick me up, even in the summer. I'll ride on his school bus anytime.
Any day, right?
Yeah, school coming to an end, and it's feeling like summer. As Madison mentioned, this holiday weekend's been great with the weather, and we'll get another day tomorrow, which is an important day because most of you are off tomorrow.